First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 5.
We go tonight. Right playing.
Goff now to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Parker. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over.
47-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, 49ers.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Get set, get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Again, that's Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. First carry here for Jordan James. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 30-80-yard line. Great return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Cut. 180.
To throw is Goff. Underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
There it is, a staple in most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
We go to the 180. Turbo.
Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Lions at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
180.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Bates' kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Back to throw, Purdy. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
120.
Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
180.
Goff now looking to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
120.
Now it's gone.
That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Isaac to Slaw.
34 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Here's
5.
Purdy. And he is caught. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4? That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. This one caught by Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with career touchdown number 60. And the Niners have retaken the lead. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 12 yards there as they move the chains. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
What? 180. What?
Play action. It's gone. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Purdy. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Final play of the half, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We go tonight.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
We'll go tonight. Like 20. Cut.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
180.
They'll set up a throw.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is gone. And this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Like 20.
Now Goff.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Fourth down to give to Gibbs. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Now again, right side. Covington. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd down and 6 now. The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Bates' kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Now Purdy.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Black 20. Hold on. Check.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Mykel Williams.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
St. Brown. A gain of 14 yards.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Obama.
Here's Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard
defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kyle Pitts,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the 49ers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Tigers 38. Lions 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
We go tonight.
Gone. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Still going.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Isaac to slow.
With their second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
What's that?
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
Complete to Jordan Watkins. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Back to throw, Purdy. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just 2nd and 10.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Ariza in punt formation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Goff now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Here now, 3rd down.
Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
20.
Goff now to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This is first and 10.
We go tonight. 180. Turbo 7.
They'll try the left side. Covington.
I'd have to say that was a pretty good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, you don't often see a lot of first down carries by a fullback, and this is probably why. Often better suited for short yards and goal line types of situations. This last carry went for a loss.
180.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This is third and goal.
Cut. White 20.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down here about the 5-yard line. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on third down here in the fourth quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Lions, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get